Live streaming is on.
So we're live. So the plan today is to come up with the mission and also to, if we have time, to look at the values. The values should be really easy. We have a whole list of values and we can just kind of sort through them. And honestly, I think one person can just do that and aggregate the number of times words came up and just make it into a values. But mission is a little more complicated. So we have pretty much figured out what the vision is, something around a safer world enriched by digital, socioeconomic, interconnected, tokenized public infrastructure that are diversely designed to fit local needs while maintaining alignment with the collective interests and needs of humanity. Something around that, right? That's the picture of where we want to go. And the mission is, how do we want to get there? And what do we need to do to get there? So the first piece of the mission can kind of be broken up into three pieces: the short-term mission, the mid-term mission, and the long-term mission. The short-term mission is already defined. We're here. We're doing the cultural build to launch the Token Engineering Commons. We're going to have a bonding curve connected to a conviction voting DAO, and it's going to get on mainnet, and it's going to get some co-investment, and then we're going to start funding projects. So that's the short-term mission. The midterm mission needs to be defined by the people who are going to participate in the DAO. So we're not there yet. We're going to have to wait to figure out the midterm mission. But the long-term mission we should be able to come up with something today that defines what we need to do to get to the long-term vision. So that's the plan. And we did this type form with a lot of awesome responses from a lot of awesome people. So generally the strategy is to read these responses to get a context for the mission. And then everyone is going to distill their own mission statement. And the mission statement can be much longer. The vision is one sentence. A mission statement can be a list of things that we need to do, a list of actions generally that we want to accomplish. And then what we're going to do is, once everyone has put together their own mission statement that's derived from their own opinions, as well as a strong inclination towards bringing consensus to the mass data that has been collected, taking that, and we'll all vote on it, and whoever has the best mission statement will be the person who integrates feedback for that mission statement. And if your mission statement wins and you don't have the time to really integrate this feedback, then you get to pick who's in charge of integrating the feedback on the mission. And that's how we're going to go. So the plan is to have some sort of mission to publish on the TE Commons chat room today. It can be later tonight, and then over the weekend people can iterate on it, and someone will be in charge of incorporating those iterations. So. Any questions?
So
okay,
you
cool.
want us to take the stickies and put them up, or write new from the stickies?
The first task is just, if you see a sticky that you think has a lot of mission-y statements in it, tag it. And maybe, Livia, you can show people how to tag.
Yeah. Let me share my screen.
And once you've tagged the issue, that's great. That's just something we're all tagging issues that we think have value. And then you're right, you can leave them where they are, or you can copy and paste them, but try to leave this board complete. And then write your own mission statement for the Token Engineering Commons.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so to tag, you just click on the sticky note, and then the add tag icon up here, and then you put mission, and you get out of it, and that's it. And then the mission tag is there.
Boom. Easy.
And
Cool.
also, if you want to duplicate a card, you just come here and more, and then duplicate, and then you don't need to move this one that is here. You can just use another.
And we should write our mission on a new sticky, or is that in the Discord?
Yeah. On a new sticky.
Okay.
Can we tag others if we like them too, or should we not get into that? Okay.
You can go tagging wild if you'd like. You can make your own tags and say, this is genius. You know, wow, who wrote this?
Is it too late to add post-its? Or
No. I mean, especially since you didn't get a chance to fill out the type form, right?
nothing? I just joined yesterday.
Yeah. So definitely feel free to add some post-its. There were some questions that inspired these post-it notes.
Where can I find these questions?
I'll give you the type form. I'll give you a link.
Cool, thank you.
The questions are on the side of the board also.
Okay, perfect. Let's see.
Let's see. So I will share screen and make this. I'm gonna put some effort into making this video somewhat enjoyable to watch.
So the tabs on the pale orange tabs are the questions?
Yes, but I'm going to give you these are the questions pretty consolidated. I'm going to give you the questions directly here. I'll post them in the Jitsi chat. If you can find the Jitsi chat.
Jitsi chat, I found you. Yeah. Find the chat. There we go. Comments. Pum. Put the form.
I'll do it once you finish because I think it's slow. Happening.
Do you think the mission would include some values as well, or just more like to-do focused, Griff?
I think that's I think the mission can have some values in it. We will have a list of values, and I don't think we're going to do that this month, but we will define those values clearly throughout this process, where we have like a little paragraph. You know, we'll have like a bullet point of values, and then we'll have paragraphs for each bullet point that define what we mean by that value eventually. But that doesn't mean our values should, you know, cascade through our entire product. So all of our documentation. Make it beautiful. And if the token engineering commons community is like, yeah, you know what, we want it shorter and snappier, hey, then the values will come out. This is so much fun. I love Miro. have a lack of diversity. Yellow cards are winning.
You can just change the colors, no?
We're gonna have to. We're gonna
Make a rainbow one. That's what I was
Yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah.
You're also the only one who didn't put it in a line at the bottom.
Yeah, mine's a pile. Just like my laundry.
My OCD wants to line them all up perfectly.
Uh-oh.
I agree. If I finish those questions, they show up somewhere in Miro.
They don't show up here. Actually, they would be. We manually transcribed them here. So
I see. Sorry for that.
That's okay. I mean, if you can go back and you still have it open, it would probably be easiest for you, honestly, to just make a line right here.
To transcribe myself.
Just copy paste. I'll give you the cards.
I think I just closed it. Yeah,
I can
damn it.
do it.
I closed it.
You can do it, Olivia?
Yeah, I can do it.
Thank you.
I made him SB and he's at the end.
Sorry for that.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, we didn't communicate, and I'm just glad that you put it in the form. Thanks for joining, Jacob.
Sí, apuntats a l'aire. Tu i el vale. I per equilibrar la xarxa. Perfecte. Vale? Després, si queda un ratet, o in Lucasilia, al mercato quando hai l'unica barriera città, ora, ancora per raspare, non la può correre perché va a creare Vale?
I just realized there was probably a whole lot of Catalan being spoken on the live stream. Sorry about that. So it's probably time to start writing it if you haven't already started to write it. So we only have half an hour left. So in about 10 minutes, we're going to try to vote on things. So you got 10 minutes to write a mission. Good luck. Who's done? Is anyone done yet?
I think I'm done.
Oh yeah.
It could be, but I'm still tweaking.
Okay, now we're talking. Okay, well, you call it, Jeff. When you're done tweaking, we'll call it and we'll start. We'll start the competition. Hey.
Hey, I'm so sorry I couldn't make it.
It's okay, Shebnem. You and Angela were in a call, right?
Yeah, it was about the review and the next iterations of the course. Yeah. As you say, it's just too much work. Too much gorgeous work. I just wish I had more lives or more brains or more lifetime per day.
Yeah, right? Can't we just clone each other and have a really good network between the clones, like so that information can be shared? That would be well, we are just about to finish our mission competition, so you're just in time to vote. You should also probably vote on the vision in the Discord channel. There's a little vote there, and when Jeff calls it, we are going to vote on, everyone's going to read their mission, and then we're going to vote on them.
I need to rewrite my mission to have cloning. Clone Shebnem.
Cloning Shebnem. Long-term mission of the
That will do it. Okay, I'm all done.
Okay, then let's all put our answers together. Maybe in the bottom, along the bottom of this little long-term mission space. Does that sound good? So everyone's in the same place. Jessica went with 4. Well, Jeff, you can read yours.
It might be a bit much.
No, it's great. You can read yours if you'd like, Jeff.
Oh, sure. To fund and promote the research and education of new crypto-economic tools for the design of safe and democratic digital public infrastructure using established engineering practice and ethical standards.
Ooh, ethical standards. That's very nice. Well, I can read mine, unless I kind of still want to keep working on it a little bit. If you can read yours, Jess.
Okay, sure. I'm not sure about the middle part, but I kind of, oops, there we go. I'm zooming in. Okay. Pool and steward resources and collectively govern actions and proposals that will spread the knowledge and practices of token engineering and support the growth of ethically engineered value systems, focusing on funding projects for public good, including research and education, connecting communities to resources and each other to support the mission, creating an open source library and knowledge center of tools and playbooks, in order to empower people and communities to be sovereign and free.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I love that, sovereign and free at the end. Oof.
I kind of thought like it would be good to have like kind of 3 pieces, maybe like the overall focus, a few bullet points, and then like why we're doing this all, and then it's about the humans and the people.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice structure. I'll read mine. You guys better get yours ready. So mine is to raise, coordinate, and efficiently distribute funding to token engineering focused projects that promote. And then this is like the list of things that probably could get a little bit longer or a little bit condensed, that promote robust and battle-tested token engineering design standards, token engineering education, open source token engineering tools and documentation, regenerative economic solutions for public goods, synthesized learnings that develop, maintain, and execute safer public tokenized infrastructure, co-evolution of the commons with the token engineering discipline, maintenance of a healthy regenerative token engineering commons itself, where labor creates outputs, outputs bring attention, attention brings funds, and funds support labor. That's just straight up copied from Sargam. And the alignment of incentives between people, profit, and the planet. And I stole that from Jeff a long time ago. Livia, are you down?
I'm not done. Is there anyone else that still has to finish?
Just Sebastian. Are you done at all, Sebastian? No, it sounds like Sebastian's still muted, and I don't know.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
I found the tab, yes.
Yes. Did you end up writing one?
No, I've been reading a lot of the notes there, so I was just too much to take.
For sure, there's a lot going on. I think everyone else here had a huge advantage.
A little head start, but
yeah.
I think if you just blind pick any of these, you'll get something that works. They're all pretty well aligned and very well balanced, I think.
Cool. And
but
then,
you know, I can contribute one later, but I'm just still reading a lot.
That's fine. Most of the people here have already read all of these before, too.
Yeah.
So, and then, so Livia, it's on you.
Okay,
no pressure.
No pressure.
The TEC mission is to research, apply, and educate humanity on economic practice for communities to be free and okay, I'll get there in the last word.
Who had, I think Jess had something really nice there. What was it? Free and sovereign, in order to empower people and communities to be sovereign and free.
I like, Livy, how you wrote common practices. I think that's an important element of like the standards. And Griff, you had like the bullet points, you know, going. So I think we could probably combine these pretty easily. And Jeff's was very aligned with.
Yeah.
Also.
So the bullet points are really, yeah, definitely. So I would also say keep or synthesize the bullet points even more, but they are basically, it's super cool that we know what we have to do. The mission is clear. It's super cool. I like that. I have just one question. Democratic, is it, what do we mean by democratic? Like one man, one vote? Do we know? Does that still hold? Maybe just a question to take with us.
Yeah, I think that's why it kind of like has connotations to peg a specific governance. So I think just say like collectively govern to be like a little more general, and we decide how, or because I feel like democratic has like a connotation.
Yeah, I don't think it means.
What did you mean with democratic exactly?
Just like open and fair. Actually, I took the inspiration from one of your, I think, posts. Hang on, let me find it again.
I think I remember it in for
yeah.
summary. Maybe
I took it from your thing here, Shebnem, enabling equitable, transparent, and democratized access.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So I realized that the democracy, when we say democratized, we know exactly what we mean, right? Open to everyone.
I see.
But with
democratic
and democratic, like we're learning that democracy can be
okay.
hijacked, and it's a
gotcha. Yeah.
And it's new to me, so that's why I asked them whether there are others.
So safe and democratized, would you propose?
No, I was just saying that we have the same.
Yeah.
That is open access, etc., or collectively governed, but we don't mean democracy as we know it by per definition, right? That was my asking.
Yeah. No, that wasn't my intention in that statement.
So what I would, so the next step is to, I mean, I think we, do you guys want to keep talking?
One more like this, and I don't mean, but I think these are important distinctions that we're making, as the other word is labor. First of all, the communist versus capital and labor, and literally, like with what we do, this knowledge economy, it's more creative than laborious. It cannot be timed, you know, there are no punch clocks. So that's why I'm like, not for now, or I don't have an answer, but I feel like we're all investors in it. Or labor isn't something that, you know, it takes time, but the output, etc., is absolutely different. If you work on these tools, they can be reused in so many different ways than if you just output shoes, for example. So that's what this word, I don't have a better one, but I think we should have better one than just labor.
I would agree with you. I'm glad I didn't even think about that till you brought it up. But yeah, I think it's like this shift in valuing being over doing and not always having to have this like logical input output. And that's a very, like industrial era view of things. So maybe like where creative exploration is valued at like has inherent value, or something about like open exploration always delivers value, and that is regenerated back into the communities or something more.
Capital.
Yeah, I wanted a time-dependent interrupt. So we have 3 minutes before the top of the hour, and I assume someone will have to leave. So there are 3 submissions to the mission, or 4 submissions to the mission, and I would propose that we vote because I saw last time with the vision that like trying to do it all together was really difficult, whereas making sure that we have one person elected to maintain the maintain the end goal of actually submitting a mission to the Discord, and then iterating over the mission as comments arise. So what I'd like to propose is that we vote, if Livia can set it up, to give us maybe all 3 dot votes. The only rule is you can't vote for yourself. And ideally you would put 2 on your top choice and 1 on your second choice is what I would recommend for the dot voting. But if you really have only 1, then, then put all 3 there. And then the person that is the one that is elected is the base for iterating on the mission. And the person who wrote that base can either choose to maintain the iteration and continue finishing the mission, or delegate to someone who will take them up on that. So that's so let's start a vote, unless there's any objections to this strategy. Objections? None. Okay, so let's vote. And you can't vote for your own.
I just added one there last minute.
What was that?
I just added one at the very far right.
Oh, read it, read it.
It's not far right, it's just in the far right. It says,
it took me a second.
The mission is to create the tools to open source the economy, avoid a technocratic tyranny, and create a novel social organism where politics, culture, and the economy form a single entity based on the free will of its users.
That was really nice. Technocratic tyranny. Okay. Oh, I'm done voting. Is anyone else done voting? Let's give it 60 more seconds. Thank you guys for staying a little late. Really appreciate it. Did everyone vote?
I've cast my vote.
Votes. Okay. 5 seconds and then Livia's closing it. Oh, Angela came in. She just missed the vote though. You ready? You ready, Livia? Oh, let's see who won. Oh no, I won. Okay, so let's see. I got 6, and second place was Jess. So yeah, what I would say is, Jess, if you have any interest in working with me on, I really loved your structure with like something in the top and then something at the bottom. I will take it on iterating this mission.
Yeah, I can help. Sure, we can work together. I liked yours and the bullet points. I liked Livy, the way she like formed it very succinctly, and Jeff's was very aligned. And then the newcomer one on the far not so right had some interesting pieces. So yeah, let's hack on it whenever you have some time, and just let me know the deadline so that I can work with you. Yeah, that would be awesome. Everybody's contributions were really wonderful, huh?
Yeah.
You both are in first place because Jess has 6 votes too, because someone voted in the last one.
Oh, nice. Okay, so then it is a tie. So we will tag team this, and we'll make sure. I'll make sure that it happens, and we'll work on it a little bit more today. Does anyone have any final thoughts about? Let's do a round, and it'll be recorded, and so I'll take notes, so then I can go back and listen. Oh, hey, Angela. And we can try to summarize our favorite parts of the mission and pieces of the mission that we want to make sure are included. So I can start. I thank you guys for coming to the call and participating in the mission Distillation. I really like having this format of like a paragraph at the top, a small thing at the bottom that's like kind of value oriented, or like will pep some people up, and then having this like middle that's sort of like this, where you have a bullet point list of what you're trying to do. And I really liked the shout out to technocratic tyranny here, because that's definitely something that I think is evolving. So it'd be nice to straight up shout that out in our mission as well. Yeah, and I'll pass it to Livia.
Yeah, I also think is super important in the mission to have like what you did, Griff, to have all of these points of the action items, that's what we were trying to bring. And I think it's amazing to combine with something that creates more of a cushion around it, where people can read and identify with it, but still know what needs to be done. And I'll pass to Jess.
Okay, I said mostly agree, but yeah, just one note. I really love technocratic tyranny, especially for the alliteration, but I would say I'm hesitant to focus on something negative, because I think maybe we, always the feedback loop. So, but I love the alliteration. We should use it somewhere, but I don't know for me if I want to keep it kind of positive, but I love it. I will pass to Angela. We can't hear you for some reason.
Yeah, you're muted.
Muted. Oh.
Okay. Sorry, I was super late. I just got the very recent 5 minutes, so I enjoy looking at the missions, but yeah, I have to read through it. Next one, Jeff.
Great. Is this feedback on the mission statements or a checkout round? Sorry, just to confirm.
It's both.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm a fan of the two top runners. I like having some of the key focus areas to be very clear. And I think this was a great session. I think this wonderful design of the board, by the way, and all the responses. And yeah, I think there's a lot of alignment in what was put together here. And yeah, really excited to see how this evolves and gets the buy-in of the wider community. And I will pass it to Shebnem.
Okay, so basically, I already said what there was to say. Definitely the structure is right, having bullet points to make it clear is right, focusing on the positive, yes. But one idea maybe, because maybe one could have something in the end, but I'm open, something like, if we don't do it, that we take this responsibility on, because if we don't do it, it will be dictated by algorithms that go wrong. So I don't know, maybe we should have that if we don't part. Maybe some people need that to, convince themselves to get into common action mode. Just that thought. But definitely let's focus on what we want to do and why, and make that positive, because that gives a different dynamic, I think, to the whole group, and words do matter. Okay, and with that, that's really just those two words, labor, or that one word that have connotations from past generations. I think it would be great if we, renew them. That's that. But yeah, I can help as well if, or I cannot hold myself back. Sorry, but I mean it from, from the very, very depth of my heart, that we get this to a place where we just, every time we read the mission, we feel energized. Every time we look at the vision, we're like, yes, that's why I wake up and make these double schedules. And with that, thank you so much, really.
Nice. And I think Sebastian is the last one, right? Or no, just one too.
What am I supposed to say now? Like comment something?
Yeah, last thoughts on mission. Like if
mission.
there's anything that I'm gonna rewatch this, and then we're all gonna go our separate ways. So
I think
check out.
I see it more like a constitution, and I would look at the U.S. Constitution that has clauses for its dissolution and reestablishing. So it's important to see that there's freedom and accountability, but also the possibility of how to prevent. That's why I put it the technocratic tyranny, so that there's a safeguard to the system. So it's not just freedom and without responsibility, so that there's that mechanism to overturn, which is what we're experiencing right now. That's it. Thank you. Amazing stuff.
Nice. Did everyone go? Okay. Then thank you guys so much. Thanks for staying over 10 minutes. I appreciate it. And we'll iterate the mission in the token engineering chat. Oh, and the vision is locked in. It's Shebnem's version, a safer world with digital, socio-economic public infrastructures that are diversely designed and aligned with collective needs.
I just wordsmithed that, it's, that was the last, I just, It
was perfect. And it's done. The vision is locked in at least for a month, and we'll come back and revise it. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
See ya. Thanks, guys.
And now it's just me.